Hello and good evening, everyone. Um, I hope you all are doing well. Sorry for the brief interruption that we had regarding our classes. I thought that it would be that we would wait for all the phases of net exams to be concluded. So, from today onwards, we shall continue our classes on a regular basis. So, before we begin, I would like to inform everyone that the following classes, starting from today, will be taken by Dipanjan sir. Let me give you a brief introduction about my friend, my childhood friend, and more of a brother than a friend, that is Dipanjan Biswas. Dipanjan Biswas is a central government employee. He has qualified not one, not two, but four consecutive central government exams. And right now, he is assigned as one of the supervisors in election commission. So I wish that every one of you will join me in welcoming Dipanjan sir in this wonderful session that we are going to have today. And Dipanjan sir has kindly agreed to take our classes not only today but also in the following days, as long as he thinks that it is required, as many sessions as required to complete our syllabus of UGC NET paper 1. Right now, I will be handing the session over to Dipanjan sir. Dipanjan sir, to you.
Well, thank you, Shomabu sir, for the generous briefing. And there's a bit of exaggeration, I think. But hello, everyone. I welcome you to today's class. I am Dipanjan Biswas, as you have been told already by your teacher. I'll be covering reasoning aptitude and mathematics section of your paper 1. The weightage of these sections isn't much, but significant enough. And these sections are easily scoring if you spend a little bit of your busy schedule. I think these few questions will score you in full marks. So without wasting any further time, let me present the today's class. And on a short note, I would generously ask everyone to wish your sir a happy birthday. Today is his day. He has landed 28 years ago on Earth. So wish him as much as you want. And
Happy
another
birthday, sir.
Thank you very much, Dipanjan sir. Thank you, everyone, for wishing me a very happy birthday. Very generous of you, Dipanjan sir. Um, thank you. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
another thing I would like to mention that during the classes, I think I won't be able to reply in your text messages as I will be writing and describing you things. So let me present and start today's class. Hold on a
Thank
second.
you. Thank you, everyone. Dipanjan sir, you don't need to worry about text messages. I will be handling those and I will be telling you if there is anything. So you just, sir, please focus on the teaching rest I can handle. Don't worry, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. Can
We
everyone see
hope
my
to be
screen?
in cooperation with you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. In the meantime, if anyone has any problem, you can just turn on your mic and let me know directly. I will try to solve your problem. And just someone please let me know, maybe via text message, that if my screen is visual.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, sir, your screen is absolutely visible.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay. So let me give a brief description of what we will be covering. Uh, Hold on a second. So today's topic will be mainly reasoning.
Just interrupting you one moment, Dipanjan sir.
Okay.
Yes, today's topic is being recorded and will be uploaded in my YouTube channel, and I will share the link at the earliest. So please don't worry about that.
Okay, so in reasoning, we have verbal and non-verbal reasoning. So today we'll be covering mainly verbal reasoning, and the topics will be covered today are analogy mainly. We'll cover number analogy, and word analogy. Also, we'll be covering alphabetical analogy. Please bear with my handwriting. I know it's not very good. And then if we get time, then we'll be moving to syllogism. And in the next class, I'll be covering setting arrangement and then number system. And if any topics remain, then we'll be covering in the next class. Also, I'll be covering like the calendar. I know the weightage is not very much, but you should be knowing things before appearing in the exam. So the first topic is the alphabetical analogy. Let me tell you what are the things and how it works. So you'll be given some random words, meaningless words actually, like E, H, I, J, and a code, maybe numerical, maybe alphabetical code will be given for the word like FCHI, and you have to decode it, and you'll be given a question like A, B, C, D, and you have to find the code according to this logic. So to solve this kind of questions, you need to know a few things, like there are 26 alphabets starting from A all going to Z. And if we place all of them alphabetically, then the codes will be consecutive codes will be 1, 2, 3, D for 4, and dot, 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 so on and so forth. So you must know these codes. These codes everyone knows. But you also need to memorize the reverse codes. Like if we start from Z, then Z is 1, Y is 2, and so on. We end with 26, that is A. But there is a trick, even if you forget to remember the reverse code, there is a trick that you can find out the reverse code easily. Like you need to remember by anyhow, like A to Z. Okay, there are several techniques available on internet. You can find some is E, J, O, T, Y. These are letters after 5 intervals, like E is 5, J is 10, O is 15. If you remember this EJOT, then you will easily discover the codes of the words, letters in between. Okay, so EJOT, T is 20, Y is 25. Okay. Now, suppose you know the letter code of E, that is 5. How will you get the reverse code? You don't minus it from 26. No, because 26 is counted from A to Z. You minus it from 27. You subtract 5 minus 27, 22. 22 is the opposite letter code of E. Okay. Also, suppose, let me give you a short briefing of how things works. What kind of logics are there? Like, take a simple word, pigeon. The codes could be directly like this. You can take two words and cross them, and then they can form codes. You can also take three letters, sorry, divide the total word in two sections and make this kind of analogy. Like, if I make the logic plus 2, then P is 16 plus 2 is, uh, sorry, R, K, I, G, Q, P. Then the code is, the logic is plus 2 for every letter. The logic could be this easy or a bit of difficult. So let me go through the questions and discuss them. I'll be giving the questions through PDF if you require, and you will get plenty of study materials if you just search on internet. There are also plenty of videos available. So the first analogy, ACEG. As I have told you, you need to remember all the letter codes. So A is 1, C is 3, E is 5, G is 7. And how am I writing this first? I memorized all of that. You also have to memorize things if you need to solve these questions very easily and fast in efficient manner. So the code we have been given is SUWY. First thing to solve this kind of question, you need to write down the letter codes. So S is 19, U is 21, W is 23, Y is 25. So first, let us try to take the direct hints. If we see this logic, we are getting plus 18. Let us see if the logic continues. And 3 plus 18 is 21. So is 5 plus 18, 23. 7 plus 18 is 25. So the logic has been found. We just need to place it here and find out our answer. So the letter is B, D, E, H. B is 2, D is 4, E is 5, H is 8. If we add 18 with each of letters, then we'll find 20. 18 plus 4, 22. Then it is 23. Then it is 8 plus 18, that is 26. So 20 is T, 22 is V, 23 is W, 26 is Z. So TVWZ, there was a typing mistake. This should be your answer. I hope the first question is clear to everyone and how you have to solve these questions. If anyone has any problem regarding this, you can let me know. Then we'll be moving towards the next question. I hope I can erase this and you are noting down things. The next thing is ABE. We have been given a code, a numerical code, that is 8. Again, write down the letter code, that is A is 1, B is 2, E is 5. If we add all the numbers, generally this kind of logic goes on that you have to add all the numbers, alphabetical code or the reverse code, and you will find the logic. So all the numbers are added, we get 8. This is very easy question. We are taking only easy question as we have just started now. So KLO is K is 11, L is 12, O is 15. If we add all the numbers, 27 and 38. So 38 would be our answer. And then ADBC. I'll ask the class to solve this question by yourselves and let me know the answer. Solve this question. Just turn on your mic and let me know the answer.
I would request everyone to turn on their mics and let us know the answer of question number 3 that Dipanjan sir has mentioned.
I'll be giving you 1 minute time to solve this question because we don't have the whole day. So please make it fast.
And also in the examination hall, we will not have more than 1 minute of time. So if anyone has solved the question, I would request them to either type in the chat box, which I will refer to Dipanjan sir, or turn on their mic and let us know.
Okay, let me help you a bit. Let me write the letter codes. A is 1, D is 4, B is 2, C is 3. And E, H, F, G. That is E is 5, H is 8, F 6, G 7. Now I
Sir,
think
the
the
answer is D.
answer is which option?
D.
D.
Option D.
Okay, you're saying MPON. Okay, we have our
Dipanjan sir,
first answer.
some people are saying that the option is B, MPNO.
Okay, let us verify what is the answer. So as you can see, just by looking through the question, that the logic, simple logic is +4 to every letter code. So we are given ILK, sorry,
So it's option.
IL
It's option B.
is option B. Okay, let me verify. ILJK, we have been given 9, 12, J is 15. Oh, sorry, J is 10. K is 11. So if we add 4 with each number, then we get 13, 16, 14, and 15. So 13 is the letter code of M, then P, then N, then O. MPNO, so option B is the right answer. I don't know your name. You might have mistaken a few things here. You might have misunderstood P and N, but let us
Yes,
try next.
Shreya has realized her small misunderstanding, and
Yes,
Shreya
yes.
is also subscribing to the fact that the option is D. Vasuna is B, sorry. Yeah.
That's not an
This thing
issue.
happens.
We'll get to solve a lot more questions, and I think you'll be right in the next one. Okay. Moving towards the next question. Some of you might have started to solve it already. That's a good thing. So next is AZCX. P, Y, D, W. Okay. Acha, let me tell you one thing that you need to know these things. Uh, Actually, you need to know the reverse letter codes of every alphabetical letter like A, B, C, D. The reverse codes are A is reversed by Z, then B is Y, C is X, D is W. You can just memorize these things with a little bit tricks. Like A, Z, you can remember like form a phrase with this Azad, like this. You can find silly things. BY is already by, CX is let's say crux, DY is something I remember Dantewara, something like that. You can make silly words out of it and you can remember all the reverse codes. Without this, it will be a little bit difficult to solve these questions because we are previously, now solving easier questions. So we will move to harder ones, then you will have a little bit difficulty in solving them. So let's solve this one. A is 1, Z26, C is 3, X is 24, B is 2, Y is 25, D is 4, W is 23. Now what is happening here is plus 1, minus 1, plus 1, minus 1. So it's a very easy one. So the code of HQJO would be plus 1, HI. Yes,
C.
option C. Okay, let's check.
Kasmi, Kritika, and Abhinandita has determined, sir, that the option C is the answer.
Yes, option C is the correct answer as you have seen. Okay.
Well done, Kritika, Kasmi, Abhinandita, and
Yes,
Anisha.
yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We have successfully solved these questions, but let us move to a little bit harder ones. I'll be giving this PDF to solve you at home and let me know in the next class if you're having any problem in any of these questions. Okay, so let us take this number, this logic. Okay, so it's a big one. NUMERAL. For easier ones, you can also that number code is getting directly like just down the letter. You don't have to write the whole alphabet. You can just guess it from here. N is 14. You can just start reading the alphabetical series like MNOPQRSTU. So 14, then U is 21. So you will get 7. Let's check if addition of 7 is happening with every letter and you will find the logic. U is 21 and E is 5. So E is 5. So if you add 7 with that, we get 28. But we have only 26 letters. So the next two letters will be 26. Then we'll get back to A, then B. So this should be B, but B is not here. So let us write the question again and solve it otherwise. I was just giving you hints how to tackle this kind of questions, but it's a bit of difficult one. Let me think. NUMERAL. Okay. So N is 14, U is 21, M13, E5, R18, A1, L12, U, E, A, L, R, M, N. So a very interesting thing is happening in this question as you have observed, like if you see through the question, the letters have been repeated, but in a different arrangement. So no logic is happening here, just letter rearrangement is happening. So N has gone here, L is here, A is here, R is here, then M, then E, then U. Okay. So let us try to find out the answer using this kind of rearrangement, A, L, G, E, B, R, A. We also had 7 letters in numeral. Also in algebra, we have 7 letters. So A was going to the last position. So here should be A. L is coming to the first position. Then M is going to the position before the last number. I'm taking the number I have arranged. So here should be G. Okay. Actually, you don't have to solve the whole question. As you can see, only one option has the GA in the last two letters and starting with L, that is option D. You can directly tick option D and move ahead. But if you want, you may solve the whole questions. E is coming here.
Yeah, I should congratulate Samson, Vidika, and Navamita and Kritika for solving the answer beforehand. They have already determined that the option should be D.
Okay, okay.
Very well done.
Very well done. Congratulations. Okay, so let us move to the next question. You just observe the question clearly, and if you see there is no new letters, then you will understand that it is a simple rearrangement of letters. Okay. Like P and LJ, here no letter has been repeated. All are replaced by new letters. So here some letter logic is happening. So P and LJ, P69 is 14, L12, J is 10, and IGEC is 9, 7, E is 5, C is 3. So as you can see, the logic -7 is happening to every letter. So it's a bit easy one. I won't solve the whole question. I think you can do it yourself. Repeat the same logic to VTRP and you will get the answer. Okay. So I'll ask the class to solve this question. I will give a question number star, as this question doesn't have an individual numbering. So please solve this question and let me know the answer. You have 1 minute of time.
Please solve the question at the earliest and let us know by typing in the chat box or unmuting yourself.
Yes, you can answer anywhere.
So it's object.
The option you're saying?
Option B, object.
Option B.
It's
Okay.
it's rearranged word just.
Yes, yes, this is a rearrangement. All the letters has repeated.
So, Shonok, Afrin, Kritika, Srishta, and Annesha have determined that the option should be B, object. Sir, to you.
They have determined the option as B.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so all are getting the same answer. Then I think I don't need to solve it. I guess you have made it correctly. I mean, solved it correctly. So the next question for you is this one: UUWX, and that is WWYZ. What is the logic here? That is simple plus 2 is happening. So these are easy question, right? I think you can solve this by yourselves. So actually, okay. So I'll ask you to solve all the three questions as you can see on the screen and take 3 minutes of time. That's the maximum time you should be taking. And
I
let me
would
know the answer.
request all the participants to follow Sir's instruction
Yes, yes.
and follow all the three questions in 3 minutes. We'll give you some 3 minutes of time. So please mention the question number. ABDH is question number 1. The next is question number 2. IJKL and CFIL is question number 3. Sir, please start the stopwatch.
Yes.
Your time starts now.
Take this as a simple mock test. Answer the three questions and mention the answers. I mean, logically, like if the first answer is D, then B, then A. Just mention these answers.
And also, please mention the question number.
Yes, yes. Okay, we don't have a question number, so that's the problem. Let me give quick question numbers. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
they can understand that the first one is
Uh,
always in this. Yeah, yeah.
don't take this as an answer. I have just given an example.
Sir, I'm getting some answers in the chat box. So
Okay.
we'll wait for some time, and after that, we will determine whoever has done it correctly.
Okay, okay, okay. Everyone is requested not to read from the chat box and answer the same thing. Try to solve it by yourself. Otherwise, you won't get any real improvements.
Yeah, learning is more important than imitating.
Yep.
Correctly said, sir. Thank you.
Yes, yes. How much time is remaining? Let me see. We have only 1 minute 20 seconds remaining. And I think by the time I have set the timer, we have already wasted like 30 seconds. So I should actually be giving you 2 minutes 30 seconds of time.
It's
Anyway,
all right. Let them have some more time because most of them are students of literature. So you can understand, sir.
yes, yes, no issues. That's why
Not
I've started with
really.
reasoning, because if I started with mathematics, the questions are easy as I have seen from previous year papers, but some might find mathematics boring, as most of you are literature students. And
But from boring, it might be difficult.
no, no, I'm not imposing that all literature students have poor mathematics. Like your Shromobo sir has very good mathematical skill. We
Please
have
don't
solved a few
embarrass me for
questions.
the
Yes,
sake.
can't hear you. Can you raise the volume a bit?
I think Miss Aditi has, by mistakenly, turned off her audio. So let's just mute it.
Okay, the timer is done. Our time has ended. Shomobu sir, will you may tell the answers the students have given?
Sure, sir. So most of the students have determined that the answer of question number one is B.
Okay,
The answer of question number two is C. Some students have stated that it is C,
okay,
and others have stated that it is D.
okay. So B, C, D, we are getting these answers. Let us see the correct ones.
Question number
Any
three,
other alternative?
students have answered. So it depends on your discretion whether to determine that or answer number D or not, because only one student has determined that question number three, the answer is D. So up to you, sir.
Okay, I think the rest of the students are still solving question number three. Okay, let us solve them one by one. A, B, D, H.
It's D. Question number 3D.
Okay, okay, fine. There is 1, 2, 4, and 8. We are getting code 3, 6, 8, 16. Okay. So as I can see directly from here, it is getting multiplied by 3, and these are getting multiplied by 2. Let me see if that gives us the answer. JKMQ. So J is 10. If we multiply it by 3, then it is 30. So 30 minus 26 is 4. So 4 is not in the options. Okay. Uh, okay, so this logic is definitely not happening. We are solving question number. Okay, okay, fine. Then plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 8. Let us see if this logic is going on. J is 10, L is 12. So first letter should be L. Then K is 11 plus 14 is gives us LO. The name is 13. If we add plus 4, we get Q. And Q is 17. If we add 8, we get Y. So LOQY, that is option number 4, should be the answer. I don't know how you have deducted option number 2 as the answer. Anyone would like to explain? You might have found a different logic. That is up to you, but you can explain here. Okay, I guess no one is willing as they have been mistaken. So let's not waste our time and move to question
Are you
number 2.
talking about this second question?
Yes. No, no, I am talking about the first question.
Okay, first one.
So the
That's plus 4, no?
yes, yes, first one's correct answer is D. So B is not the right answer as you have seen. So we are moving towards the second question. Now I'm solving this question number two. It is IJKL. It is coded with STUV. I is 9.
9999.
Okay, 9 is adding, you're saying,
Yeah.
every number. Okay, S is 90. S is 19. So as I'm seeing plus 10 is happening here. T is 20 plus 10. So you may be saying that there are nine letters in between. You might have also
Yes.
inferred that. That is also correct. 21.
After
So will
like
you take?
I, S comes after 9 letters after I.
Okay,
So
okay. Now,
same formula I followed for all the rest of the letters for I, J, K, L.
yes, yes, yes. Fine. So M is 13, M plus 10 is W, that is 23, N is 14, WX. Then M and OP is, then it should be WXYZ, as simple as that. Okay. These are consecutive letters. Na? M is 13, 14, 15, 16. So we'll be getting 23, 24, 25, 26. Then you don't need to calculate every logic. So that is WXYZ. So the correct answer should be option D. Anyone answered with option D? I think I can see everyone answered with option C. So let us see the third question. If D is also the answer here. And if you are having difficulty to solve these questions as you don't remember the number codes of every letter, you can just write like A, B, C, D. I'm just letting you know. You can also do that. If you still don't memorize the numerical codes of every alphabetical letter, then you can just write in this fashion: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. And then start writing in this fashion: M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Why am I writing in this fashion? You will get to know in a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 11, 12, 13. And we get 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 24, 25, 26. I've written in this fashion because you can find easily the opposite letters, like A's opposite letter is Z, B has Y, C has X. And if you add all the numbers like vertically, then you will get 27 in each case. You will get 27 here, you will get 27 here. So if you write in this fashion, you can know the letter codes and you can also determine the opposite letters from here. Okay. I guess that's clear. You can just write down this in your workbook and you can try solve next questions. I'll just erase this. I guess everyone has noted. Okay, let it stay here. We have plenty of screen space. Okay, so the next question is CFIL XURO. Okay, so you will get the direct hint from here. C is opposite letter is X, F's opposite letter is U, I has R, and L is O. So yeah, as you can see, if you don't remember the opposite letter codes, you cannot solve this question. You will take a significant amount of time, and there is a slight possibility that you may not solve the question at all. So this is 3. If we just write the letter codes like 3, F is 6, I is 9, L is 12, X is 24, U is 21, R is 18, O is 15. Like if you try to find logic directly, you will see 21 is adding, then the next number that is 15 is adding, then 9. You won't get direct logic, but if you remember all the opposite letter codes, then you will just see this is the opposite letter happening. So O, R, U, X should be O has L, R has I, U has F, and X should be replaced by C. Again, you can make things up like I and R are opposite. So you can just imagine this as Indian Railway and this kind of things. Okay. So LIFC, option number D is the right answer. I think one has given option number D as the right answer. Yes, you are right. Congratulations on solving the last question. So all these question has option number D as the answer. So let us, I guess anyone has any problem, you can let me know. I guess everything is clear to everyone. So we will be moving to a bit of difficult questions. Okay, so we'll be like solving 10 of them to let you know that if this kind of question comes, you shouldn't be afraid and you should be knowing all the logics that can happen in these questions. These were direct logics. We have solved just direct logics. Logics were happening direct under every letter or the opposite letter. But let us solve the tricky questions here. So the around is coded as 52184 as a big number and fix is coded like this. You've been asked the code of plastic. So let me solve it in front of you. Okay. So A is 1, R is 18, O is 15, U 21, N 14, D is 4. We have been given a code 5218. You don't even know the examiner wanted to group these numbers with 552 or just 5 or 2. So that's the trick here. You have to try and to solve this with different logic. Hit with different logics and I think you'll be good. Then we have 24, 12, 14, 4. This also could be 44, 21, 41. Let us try to find out the logic. So,
Dipanjan, I want to interrupt you once, just for a
okay.
second. Anusha Saha,
Yes.
she's asking, sir, can we have the questions and practice a bit at home? So, of course, you can have those questions.
Yes, yes. I'll be providing today's class material. Even actually, I have erased the annotated data. Otherwise, I could have provided that also. But I'll be giving this PDF of the class to Shomavu sir, and he will be providing you. So don't worry about it.
And Latha Prakash is asking, first, can you explain again the question number 1 that you were describing? Can you please explain that from a little bit earlier?
This question you mean ABDH?
Miss Latha, can you please let us know? Yes, she says that yes, that is.
Okay. I'll explain it once again. ABDH 1, 2, 4, and 8. I have tried to solve this question in 2 different logics, as I am also solving this question for the first time. As I think if I know the answers already, then I won't be able to explain you properly. And if I try to solve myself in front of you, then you will get the essence of how to hit it with different logics and solve it by yourself. Okay, so CFHP has logic 3, F is 6, H is 8, P is 16. So just by looking at it, I have thought that 2 is multiplying in the last 2 letters and 3 is multiplying in the first 2 letters, and was trying to solve the question by using the same logic. And we have found that if J is 10 and we multiply it by 3, then we get 30. So 30 doesn't exist in alphabetical series. So we have to subtract 26, that is the last letter. So if you add subtract 26, we get 4. So we should be getting D as our first letter code, but D is not in the answer. Any of the options doesn't have D as the first letter. So this logic has been nullified. So let us try to find it in a different way. Now, if we try to get the direct logics, then we'll get +2 is happening here, +4 is happening here, again +4 and +8. So JKMQ, that is 10, 11, 13, and Q is 17. So 10 plus 2 is 12. Then we are getting 4 getting added. So 15, 13 plus 4, 17. And last number is added with 8. So 25. That is L has 12 code, 15 is O, Q is 17, and 25 is Y. So 8 is in the option. So it is the right answer. I hope it is clear now. Can you please mention that it is clear so that we can move to the next question?
Miss Latha, are you clear with the current problem? So we can move forward with the next question. Yes, Miss Latha and Kritika says that they are clear with the question. So, sir, can you please with the next question?
Okay.
Move forward. Yeah.
Okay, so we were solving this question. So here, any kind of logic can go, like we can get 1 plus 3, 4. Let me take a bit of more screen. Yes, we can hit it with multiple logics.
Miss Latha, if you have any problem, please, of course, let us know later after the class. If you have still some persistent problem, please let me know personally. I'll let Dipanjan sir know, and he will definitely find a solution to your problems. Thank
Yes.
you. Yes,
And
Dipanjan sir, to you.
another thing, even if you find any other questions on the internet and if you're having difficulty with that, you can tell me after the class has ended. Like I'll be giving 5 to 10 minutes of added time after the next classes, in the next classes, and I'll be solving your doubt in the meantime. Okay, so direct logic shouldn't happen because we have to add 51. So that is not happening here. So let us think it otherwise. Like 1, if we add 3, then 3 should be adding here. So we should be getting 7. So 7, you cannot see 7 anywhere. So this is also not happening. If we just group the numbers by 2, then we'll be getting, if we just group the numbers, I mean, break the whole word in 2 number letters, then AR, like this logic, if it's happening, then we are getting 18 plus 52 is still a big number. So this logic shouldn't also be happening. We are getting 17 here, and 52 minus 18, that is 4, 34. So 17 into 2, 34. This can be a logic, but I don't think it should be because it's a very difficult one. Let us see here. 21 plus 3 is 24. 15 minus 3 is 12. So also this logic is not happening. So remember one thing, try to write the opposite letter codes in this scenario if you get this kind of answer, because that might lead you to the answer. So A is 26, R is 9, 15, 27 minus 15, that is 12, 27 minus 21, that is 6, 27 minus 14, that is 13, and that is 23. So these are opposite letter codes. As you can see that 26 is getting multiplied by 2 and we are getting 52, and also by 2 we are getting 18. And if you also multiply it by 2, we are getting 24. 6 is again getting multiplied by 2, we are getting 12. Again, here the logic doesn't work. We are getting 44 now in the, okay. Okay, fine. 13, 13, 13, 13, 14. Okay. Plus 9 is happening here. 23, 144. Okay. So here plus 1 is happening and 23 plus 4. 26 plus 4 is 30 minus 23. So 7 has happened here. Also, this logic is not working. Okay, let us try to find something else. Okay, sorry. We almost solved the question. I was just looking at the direct codes. Okay, so we have also considered the vowels and consonants, because we might have different logics for vowels and consonants. We have vowels in A, O, and U. These are the only 3 vowels. So vowels, we are getting opposite letter code, and it is getting multiplied by 2. And for the consonants, the direct letter code is repeated. Also for the vowel, we are getting opposite letter code 12, and it is multiplied by 2, and we are getting 24. And also U is a vowel, so we are getting opposite letter code 6 multiplied by 2, and we are getting 12. But for these consonants, N and D, 14 is repeated here, 4 is also directly repeated here. So the perfect logic is vowel, opposite letter code into 2 and consonant direct letter code. So here is the logic. So it's a big difficult one. Let us verify. You are also given another thing. So let us verify if our logic is correct. It should also hold here with fix. Let us fix things, if I may say, FIX. So only vowel is here 9. 9 is 8. The opposite letter code should be 18. So 18 into 2 is 36. Okay, we are getting 36 in the middle. F is 6 and X is 24. So 63624, our condition holds. So let us try to find the answer. Plastic, you don't have to determine the code of the whole thing. You can just try to find the code of first 3 letters. And that should be unique. If you are lucky enough, you will be getting answer by then only. P is consonant, so we are getting direct letter code. L is consonant, we are getting direct letter code. A is 1, 1's opposite is 26, 26 into 2 is 52. Let us see if 16, 12 and 52 is there in any option. We can see the first one, 16, 12, 52 is not here, 52 is not here, 52 is also here. So 19, 19 should also be repeated. Right. 19 is not here, so this option is also eliminated, and by eliminating the option we can find 4 is the right answer. You can verify by yourself. T is consonant, direct letter code should be 20, I is 9, opposite is 18, 18 into 2 is 36, then C is 3. So as you can see, it's a bit difficult one. You will get to solve these questions by practicing. You won't be able to solve this question the first day of your class. Okay. I hope it is clear to everyone, so we can move to our next question. If anyone is having any problem, do let me know. So the next question, it is PERMIT. The best thing to do to solve this question is to write the letter codes as I have told earlier. 16, 5, 18, 13, 9, and T is 20. VVLNOG. Okay. VVLNOG. P is 22. P is 22. L is 12. N is 14. O is 15. G is 7. So, as you can see, I already know these things. So, I'm seeing these things clearly. E's opposite letter is V. So, vowels are replaced by opposite letter. Is it? I should be replacing with R. So, no, this logic is not working. Let us think something else. 16 minus 9. Okay. Plus 6 is happening here. Plus 17 is happening here. Minus 6 is happening here. Plus 1 is happening here. It's also not working. Okay. You also hit it with different logics. You may find the answer before me. So let us group it. Let us see these cross codes. We are getting plus 2 here. Not working, not working. Okay. Hold on a second. PVL energy. The coordinate is PVL energy. Plus 6, then opposite, then plus 6, then opposite. Okay, we might have answer here. Okay. Even I'm having difficulty in solving these questions. I don't think you will be solving this easily. So I was right in the first ounce. E has opposite letter code. M also had opposite letter code. And T also has opposite letter code. So as you can see, 5 plus 22 is 27, 13 plus 14 is 27, 20 plus 7 is also 27. So In alternating letters, we are getting opposite letter codes, and the remaining numbers, as you can see, it is already clear, +6, -6, then +6. This logic is happening. Let us verify with inertia if you are getting an answer. Inertia. So the first 6 should be added to the first letter. I is 9 plus 6. Answer is starting with O. So we have O in the first letter in two questions. I mean, two options. Other twos are already eliminated. N has opposite letter code OM. You can already mark the answer if you are confident enough, because only one option has OM in the first two letter codes. Let us verify it again. E. E is 5. We subtract 6. Then you will be getting -1. Okay. So to go backwards, you will get to, after A, you will get to Z. Like if we write A, B, C, D, E, then dot X, Y, Z. Like E 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, then 6. Okay. So if you subtract -6, then you will be getting Y in this fashion. Then R is replaced by opposite letter code, that is I. T, for T we had to add 6. If we add 6 with 20, then we get 26, that is Z. Again for I, we are getting opposite letter code, that is R. And again for A, you will have to subtract -6. A is 1 and U is 21. There's 26 letter code, you will be getting 21 easily. So this is the logic going on. We're getting +6, -6 in alternate numbers and also getting opposite letter codes. I hope this is clear. It's a bit tricky one. We can again discuss it if you want. Just let me know.
Some students might want this to be discussed, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
INERTIA. So we are getting the logic +6, then opposite letter, then -6, then opposite letter, then +6, then opposite letter. If there was a next letter, then we will be getting -6. +6, opposite letter, -6. So that's the logic. +6, opposite letter, -6, and this is repeating. Okay. So I is 9. If we add +6, we get 15. So that is O. N, we get the opposite letter code, that is M. For E, we have added +6, then opposite, then -6. If we subtract -6, you will be getting to Y. Again, all the letters are ending at A. We still go backwards, we will directly reach to Z, and still go backwards, we will reach to Y. In this fashion, you will get to subtract 6 from E. Otherwise, you will be puzzled. Okay. Again, plus, sorry, opposite letter we should be getting the opposite letter is I. Okay, sorry. Okay, +6 opposite, -6 opposite, again +6 opposite, then -6. This should be the logic. T +6 is Z. I has opposite R. A -6 is U. I hope this is clear. +6 opposite, -6 opposite, then +6 opposite, then -6 opposite. This kind of logic is going on with the question. This is a difficult one, definitely. If we solve this kind of questions, then the previous question will be too easy. You can solve it in like few seconds. I hope it is clear now. We can say, then we can move to the next question.
Sir, Anasha Saha is saying that if time permits, can you please solve question number 1 for another time?
Question number 1, you mean this question?
Yeah. And I would also like to mention that the question that you just solved,
Yes.
Anisha, Kazmi, these two people have solved them successfully. So
Oh,
congratulations to them.
okay, okay, great, great. You were solving this kind of questions, then good. You were solving the easy ones very easily, very short time. Then we have these kind of questions. There will be no letters, direct a big number. Okay. So Bharchu has scored 201. Let me tell you what things are happening here. Either all the letter codes are being added, all the reverse letter codes are being added. You have to find out what is happening. So V is 22, I is 9, R is 18, T is 20, U is 21, F is E is 5. Then 22 plus 9, 31 plus 18, 49. Then we get 69, 70, 90, 95. We are getting 95. That is nowhere near 201. So let us find the opposite letter code. But I again need to write all the opposite letter codes and again need to add them up. You can do a short thing. Like I have told you, all the letter codes and the opposite letter codes add up to 27, if you remember. So all the letter codes plus opposite letter codes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letter codes, that should be 6 into 27. How much? 180 plus 42, 222. Sorry. I just made a calculation mistake. 162 we are getting. Okay. So 162 should be the direct letter codes plus opposite letter codes. So if we subtract 95 from here, we will simply get opposite letter codes. You don't have to determine all the opposite letter codes and again add them up. You can just do this thing. You count number of letters. Here it is 6. Multiply it by 27 and subtract the direct letter code. Okay. So 5, 7, 6. We're getting 67 as opposite letter codes. So you can see that none of these numbers are close to 201. Now 201 is very far, so you need to multiply with something. Okay. So 7 into 3, we should be getting 1 as a last digit, and by multiply anything with 5, you cannot get 1. You can get either 5 or 0. So let us see if this is the logic. We are getting 201. 7 3 is a 21, 6 3 is a 18 plus 2, 201. Okay, so this is the logic. Reverse letter codes added and multiply with 3. Then why 3 is coming? It should be either number of vowels or consonants. Let us count. We have one consonant, two, three, three consonants and three vowels. Okay. So it could be either thing. So let us take just add opposite letter codes and multiply with 3. Let us see if this is the logic for tragedy. Okay. So tragedy, I am directly adding 20 plus 18 is 38. Then 1 is 39, G is 7, 46, then 5, 51, then 4, 55, 55 and 25. We are getting 80. Okay. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So to get opposite letters, we'll just multiply 27 by 7. 189. Subtract 80 from here, we get 109. So we are getting 218. So it should be multiplied with 2. Let me see, here are only 2 vowels. So the actual logic is opposite letter codes added, then multiply with the number of vowels you have in the word. Okay. So you can determine the actual logic by this way. I'm just erasing a few things from the screen. I hope you have noted down. So let us try to get to the answer. We are given the question profane. Okay. Again, I am trying to add the direct letter codes. Then I'll just subtract it from 27's multiple. So that is a bit easier for me. I also think it should be easier for you because opposite letter codes are not that easy to find. But if you have written the whole letter codes, then you can do it by yourself. Okay. So P16 R8 18, 16 plus 18 is 34, 34 plus 15, 49, 49 plus 6, 55 plus 1, 56 plus 14, we get 70. Then 575. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 27 into 7, 189 minus 75, we get 4. 114. How many vowels are there? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So if we multiply it by 3, 342 should be the answer. So it is option number 2. I guess it is clear to everyone. Just let me know in the comment box. I know it's a difficult one, so it might not be clear to you. We'll be moving towards the next question otherwise.
So can you say it again?
From the start, from the beginning, you want to explain?
It's just getting confusing when you are talking about that opposite letter code. I just didn't understand that.
Okay, opposite letter. Okay, fine.
Sir, can you please also repeat the vowel portion which you said to multiply?
Okay, fine. Suppose take a simple word like do. Here we have only 2 letters, okay? D is 4 and O's direct letter code is 15. And if we write down the opposite letter codes, like D's opposite letter code is W. W is 23 and O's opposite letter code is L. So L is 12. If we add this number, we get 19. And if we add these numbers, we get 35. So I'm telling you that adding these two numbers, you should be getting 27 into 2. How come? See, 9 plus 5 is 4, 3 plus 1, 4 and 5. 27 into 2 is 54. How you are getting this? So I have told you earlier, so direct letter codes plus opposite letter code should be giving you 27. So if you have determined the direct letter codes already, you can just subtract it from 27's multiple. How many, which multiple? Here are 2 letters, so you need to multiply 27 by into 2. So you are getting 54, you need to subtract it from 54. Like if you are getting let, L-E-T, L is 12, E is 5, T is 20. So direct letter code is 17 plus 20, that is 37. And total letter code means direct letter code plus opposite letter code. So we should be getting 27 into 3, that is 81. If we subtract 37 from here, we are getting 44. So 44 should be opposite letter code. Let us verify. So L's opposite letter is O, O is 15, E's opposite letter is V, V is 22, T's opposite letter is G, so G is 7. So if we add all these numbers, you can find 44 still here. So I was trying to say this, that you can find the direct letter codes, and to find the opposite letter codes, just multiply it by 27 and subtract the number. Okay. I hope it is clear now. Just let me know once, then we can move forward.
Sir, I asked why were you multiplying the vowels in tragedy and virtue?
Okay, we'll explain that. I was just trying to explain how you can get the opposite letter code. Okay. As you have got that, so let us see why we multiplied it by 2. So tragedy's total direct letter code was 20 plus 18 plus 1 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus y is 25. 5 plus 4, 9 plus, okay. I can add directly, that's a bit easier for you, or you can do it to your conventional method. 38, 39, 46, 51, 55. You are getting 80. So the opposite letter code should be, we have 7 letters here. 27 into 7, as I have explained right now, 189. So if we subtract 80 from 189, the answer should be 109. Now look at the code we have been given. It is 218. How should we get to 218? If we multiplied 109 by 2, then we get to 218. Now, why it is getting multiplied by 2? It should be either number of vowels or number of consonants. Okay. So let us see how many number of consonants are there. 1, 2, 3. It is already more than 2, but only two vowels, A and E. No other vowels. So the logic should be opposite letter codes added and multiply it with the number of vowels we have in the word. Okay, understood?
Yes, yes, sir, understood.
Okay, okay, fine. We'll be solving only two more questions of this word analogy, and we'll be moving forward, because if we solve too many questions, I think you will get bored, because this logic is hitting you hard, I know. Okay, so dolphin is the next word. Dolphin. And the code is EP. I think this is a easier one. PGHM. Okay, so this is a very easy one. D plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is happening. P is the exact middle word. Here is three letters. Here is three letters. P is exactly the middle word. So P is repeated directly. Then HIJ plus 2. Sorry. Minus 2 is a minus 1 is happening. H has letter code 8, I 9, N is 14, G 7, H 8, M is 13. So minus 1 is happening in the last three letters. Okay. So plus 1 is happening in the first three letters, minus 1 is happening in the last three letters, and the middle letter is repeating directly. So this is a easy one, CORDIAL. We also have 7 letters in this number. Word. So we can add plus 1 to every three of the first three letters. So C is D, O is P, R is S, DPS, D is repeated. Find DPSD. Here it is present. We are getting DPSD in two options. So we need to do it further. So HIZAKL. So we are doing minus 1. So this should be your answer. DPSDHZK. I hope it is clear. It was a bit easier one than the previous ones we have done. Now, I am giving this to you. This is also easy one. If you can think logically. Oh, another thing. All of you guys need to memorize squares from 1 to 30. This is very vital. If you don't do it, you won't be able to solve this kind of questions or the missing number series questions, because you need to remember the squares. Otherwise, logic won't be passing through your brain. No. Okay. 1 to 30 squares and 1 to 15 cube. Please memorize this in the next class. Just write it down, every square number, like 15 to 20 times in your workbook, and you will be remembering it. I think most of you guys already remember squares from 1 to 20. So this is the question. Crow is 64, eagle is 125. What should be the code of parrot? Try to solve. Again, as I have told you that if you remember the cubes, then this question is nothing. 64 is cube of something. Also, 125 is a cube number. I have already given my hint. I guess some of you have reached to the answer already. Shall I explain? Okay. I don't know who else is. Sorry. Okay, let me explain it. Crow has 4 letters, so 4 cube is 64. Eagle has 5 letters, so 5 cube is 125. Again, parrot has 6 letters, so 6 cube should be 216. It is this easy. If you remember the cubes, this question is nothing. Okay, enough of this word analogy. I guess you guys are already bored. Let us move to the number ones. Okay. Today's class should be a little bit boring because it's a bit of difficult one. But you need to pass it through. Okay.
All the difficult things in life are boring, Dipanjan sir.
Okay. So number logic, number analogy. You have to detect the logic from the first two numbers, like 5 is to 27. You have to detect how you can reach to 27 from 5 and apply the same logic to 9 and determine the answer. Okay. So how can you get to 27 from 5? If you remember the squares, you just square it. 5 square is 25 plus 2. That is 27. Let us see if you can find the answer by the same logic. So 9 square is 81 plus 2 is 83. So 83 is in the answer. So 83 should be the answer. So what kind of logics are happening here? What kind of logics you need to apply if you see a random questions? One is square logic. Suppose let us take a variable x. Logic should be x square, x cube, x square plus something, x cube plus something. As you have seen, we had to do x 3 square, sorry 5 square. Then you have to add 2. Then you can also multiply it with something like multiply it with 3, then add 2. All these kind of logics you need. You'll get to know by solving these questions. Let us not waste any further time and solve all the questions accordingly. How you can get to 11 from 6? 6 into 2, that is 12. Just subtract 1 from here, you will get 11. Let us see if the same logic we can find the answer. So 11 into 2, that is 22. If we subtract 1, 21. 21 is in the answer, so 21 should be the answer. That is pretty obvious. And this is word analogy. Pig stays in sty. So
Cow
what?
stays in buyer.
Okay, fine. These kind of questions, you don't need to spend a single second. You can get the answer directly. Also, the next question. 1 is 8, so what should be 27? You might be thinking 8 is cube of something. Like 8 is 2's cube. So 27's cube is not in the answer. Like if we getting 8 as 2's cube, 1 plus 1, then we're cubing things, then we're getting 8. So you might be thinking 27 plus 1 will get 28. Then if we apply cube, the number is huge. So try to think some other logics. Okay. 1 is also cube of something. 1 is which number's cube? 1's cube. So 8 is which number's cube? 8 is 2's cube. 27 also a cube number, 3's cube. So we should be getting 4's cube as the answer. So 4's cube is 64. 64 is here. So you need to see through the things in the view of cubes and squares. If you don't remember the cubes and squares, you cannot find logic easily. I'm telling you again. Okay. Now this question, 24 and we are getting 126. Then 48's answer should be what? try to get to close to 126 as much as possible. So if we multiply 24 by 5, we should be getting 120. Then if we add 6, we are getting 126. Let us see if the same logic is happening here. If 48 is multiplied by 5, the number is 240 plus 6, 246. It is not in the option. So this logic is definitely not going on. So what can happen? Try it by yourself. I'll answer in a bit. Mhm. Actually, I don't think you will be able to solve it. Let me solve the questions, first few questions. It will be pretty difficult for you. As I have told you, you need to remember the squares and cubes. 24, which square number is close to 24? 25 is very close to 24. Then again, 126. A cube number is close to 126. That is 125. Sorry, 125. So 25 is 5 square minus 1 is 24. And we have 126 then. 5 cube is 125 plus 1 is 126. So same logic is happening here. 48 close square number, that is 49. 49 is 7 square minus 1, we are getting 48. So we should be getting the answer by doing 7's cube plus 1. 7's cube is 343 plus 1, that is 344. So as you can see, if you don't memorize the squares and cubes, these kind of questions could be tricky. Okay. Now, these are the word analogies. Solve this by yourselves. I think this should be very easy. If fish is scales, then beer is what? Anyone? This is an easy one.
Fur.
Where is fur? Okay. Then writer is pen. Then which should match this logic? Needle. You're saying needle tailor.
No, sir, B.
Option
Artist
yes.
brush.
Yes, artist.
Artist brush.
Actually, writer uses his pen to write something. Also, artist uses his brush to paint something. Okay. Again, this kind of question. Let me tell you the answer of this. Actually, it is a bit of tricky question. 17 is to 60, 20 is to what? Okay. So if we multiply it by 3, we are getting close to 51. Then if we add 9, we are getting 60. Let us see if the same logic is happening. If we multiply 20 by 3, that is 60. If we add 9, we are getting 69. Okay, so we are getting an answer. This should be the answer. All logic shouldn't be based on squares and cubes. You might be getting also the answer by direct logics multiplied into something, then adding something. Okay, just try multiply it by the number which gives you the closest to 60. Like if we did 17 into 4, you can also do that. We will be getting 68. If we minus 8, then we are getting 60. Let us see if we are getting answer in this logic. If we multiply 20 by 4, we're getting 80. If we minus 8, we're getting 72. So 72 is not in any of the answers. So this should be the logic. Okay. I'm leaving these questions for your homework. Okay. I'm just solving the tricky and interesting questions. See, for these questions, this is a very interesting one. If I don't tell you, you won't be able to solve. So 1, 2, 3 equal to 4 is given. if we break the number in sections of 12 and 3 and then divide 12 by 3, we'll be getting 4. In the same logic, 7 to 6. If we divide it in two sections, we divide 72 by 6, we are getting 12. So this is the answer. So these are tricky questions. You need to know this logic to solve these questions. Okay. And again, see this question 27 equal to something. You need to find 125 and 25. I think this question is easily solvable. 25 is 5 square, 28, 125 is 5 cube. Again, 27 is 3 cube. So here it should be 3 square, that is 9. Okay. Again, see the logic here in this question. 47 is to 65. You might also find answer by just adding the numbers. Like you are given a random number 101, but you are finding the logic by just adding the numbers. That is 1 plus 0 plus 1, 2. Here, if we add 4 plus 7, we are getting 11. Also, if we add 6 plus 5, we are getting 11. So 5 plus 9 is giving us 14. Let us see in which of these numbers we are getting 14. 595, we are getting 14. In any of these other options giving us 14, it is giving us 2. It is 6 plus 1, 7, 8 plus 1, 9 plus 1, 10. So this is our answer. Okay. If any of you having any difficulty, please let me know. Now, these two should also be your homework. I'll be giving you the PDF. Please solve it. Okay. So the last two questions, I know you are already very bored with this kind of session, but bear with me for a few seconds because the session will get interesting once we get to syllogism. Okay. So this is the logic given, and we have to find the similar logic in 4 of these options. Okay. So 6 into 13, what you should be giving 1A, B, and C. You will be given 3 numbers. Generally, you have to do something with numbers A and B, and you will get to number C. So what can we do with 6 and 30 so that we get 90? If we multiply 6 by 30, we will get 180. So 180 by 2 is 90. Let us see if any of this logic is happening with any of the options. So 6 into 42 divided by 2. Last digit should be 6. Okay. We are getting 126. It is not 126. Option eliminated. 7 into 42 by 2. Again 21. 147. 147 is not here. 6 into 24 by 2. We are getting 72. 72 is not here. So our only hope is the last one. I hope this logic hits. So 4, 192. Okay. So the last option is giving us the answer. Okay. I guess you have got the essence how to solve this kind of questions. You just made up a random logic from the given question and you try to find the logic, same logic in the given options. If you can't find, like if this logic didn't work in option D, then we had to find something else. Okay, I'm erasing this. Generally, multiplication logic works here. Try to hit it with multiplication. And another thing, if you can't find the logic, then don't waste too much of your time in solving these questions because this question logic can be anything. And if you cannot find it within 1 to 1.5 minutes, then don't waste any of your valuable time. Just move towards the next question. Okay. So 12, 72 and 216. We can easily see 12 into 6 is 72. And can we get, yes, if we multiply it by 3, we are getting 216. So this is direct logic. Let us find us here. 4 into 6 is 24. 24 into 3 is not 72, not 48. 7 into 6 is 42. 42 into 3, not again 252. 11 multiplied by 6, we are not getting 60. So 5, 30, 90. We are getting our logic here. 5 into 6 is 30. 30 into 3 is 90. So this should be the correct answer. And our number analogy questions finish here. You can get a tons of practice materials. Even if you can't find, do let me know. I'll provide it with PDF. Okay. And now moving to the bit of interesting part. These are easily solvable. If fox is cunning, then what should be rabbit? Just turn on your mic and answer this verbally.
Timid.
Timid, yes. Then flexible, rigid, these are opposite. So what should be coming to confidence?
Okay. Cowardice.
Yes, cowardice
Scared.
should be the answer.
Coward.
Now see, to solve the word analogy questions, you need to know a few things. Like you need to know a few general knowledge. Like country, if
State
country
chief
is
minister.
president, state should be?
Chief minister.
Nope. So that's the thing. President is what? President is executive head of the
Executive
country.
head.
Okay. Prime Minister, if
Governor.
the option was given country PM, then state should be
Sorry,
CM.
governor.
Okay. So president is
Governor.
executive head, so state should be governor. Okay.
Governor. Yeah.
If Mirage is desert, then which of these options should match?
Image mirror.
Image mirror.
Mirror. Image mirror.
No, image mirror is not the answer. Actually, desert. Why Mirage happens in desert?
Sky
This happens
illusion.
Actually, this happens because the variable temperatures in desert happening all the time. So we are
Maybe
getting
rainbow
dispersed
sky.
light.
I believe rainbow sky.
Rainbow sky.
Yeah.
Yes, rainbow sky. So through dispersion of light, we are getting mirage in desert. Also, by dispersion of light, we are getting rainbow in the sky. So rainbow sky should be the correct answer. 38 is a very easy one. Blue whale is sea, then
Okay.
land, we should be getting elephant. What should be the answer of this? 39.
Government.
Yes, government. Loss of blood is defined by anemia, blood anemia. Okay. So loss of
Dipanjan
governance is
sir,
defined by anarchy.
Dipanjan sir, I would like to interrupt you for a second.
Okay.
Samson Nahar Khatun, you can't see anything. The screen is not
Yes,
visible.
sir.
But just you exit the chat and join again. You exit the meeting and join again. I think in that way you will be visible again. You will be able to see the screen. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Dipanjan sir, please continue.
I need to exit the chat. Okay. Oh, you asked me to continue. Sorry.
No, it's not about you. Actually, it's, Samsung was not able to see the screen, so I advised her to leave the chat and join it.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
We have the last three word analogy questions. Answer it by yourselves. They should be easy. Rock is hard. Then what should be soft?
Sponge.
Sponge.
Sponge. I guess no one has answered with paper. Paper is not soft. Exactly. Okay. So if composer does play symphony, then who paints?
An artist.
Okay.
Art.
Art should be the answer. If elephant has tusk,
Beak.
then parrot has beak. Fine. Again, if you are not sure that you are getting 3 to 4 uncommon words, you don't know the meaning, just skip the questions. Don't randomly hit. Okay. If you are able to eliminate like 2 options, like spine shouldn't be here. Okay. Quill shouldn't be here. Then if you are only left with 2 options, then you can hit and try. But you don't know any of the meanings of any of the options, then please don't randomly answer the questions. You will get awarded with negative marks. Okay.
Dipanjan sir, there is one thing that I should have mentioned here. Usenet has no negative marking, so in some cases they have to randomly mark. So yeah,
Okay, okay. Then fine. Then just mark as many questions as your heart wants. Okay. Okay, now we are here. We are in syllogism. I know the session is already too long. I won't be taking more than 20 to 25 minutes. But syllogism is a very interesting thing. Okay, there are four logics like all, no, some not. You need to draw least possible Venn diagrams in these syllogism problems to solve the questions. Okay, so let me tell you how the Venn diagrams are drawn. So let us see. Let us take all A or B. Some A or B. No A is B. Some A is not B. These three are very common. Most of you may know these things already, but this is a new one. So I'm discussing it also here. All A or B. So all of A should be in B. This is the Venn diagram of this. Some A is B. Some A is B. Only this part of A is B. No A is B. You can draw it in this fashion. Cross connection. There is no connection between A and B, or you can draw it otherwise as you wish. Some A is not B. So this is a tricky one. You draw A, then you draw B. It is not saying that if some A is B, some A can be B. Okay, I mean, sorry. Let's take D here. Some A can be D, but some A definitely is not D. So how do you draw this? You take a small portion of A from here and then cross it. Okay. So the remaining part of A can be D, but this part of A is definitely not D. Okay. The picture can also be this, like A and D. But this part, this small part of A is not D. I hope it is clear. Both of these statements, some A is D and some A is not D, can simultaneously validate. Okay. In this logic. I hope you have written down the things. So let us move to direct questions. This is a very easy thing. I guess everyone will be solving with me. Okay. So these are the logics. You need to draw the Venn diagram. And by the Venn diagram, you have to mark the conclusions or true and false. And here are the four options. So let us solve the first questions. All angles are diagonals. Don't write angles, just write A for angles. Okay. All angles are diagonals. Sorry. Another suggestions, don't draw in this fashion. You are drawing angle in the middle of diagonal. Don't draw in this fashion. Okay. You'll have problems in solving syllogism. I'll let you know why you shouldn't be drawing like this. Draw A somewhere near the border of D. Okay. So all angles are diagonals. You draw it in this fashion. All angles are diagonals. All cones are cubes. Okay. Cones are cubes. Nothing is here. All cones are cubes. Okay. Fine. All cubes are decagons. This was diagonal. Okay. All cubes were again decagons. No diagonal is a cube. Okay, fine. So diagonal does not agree with cube. We are taking directly towards the bit of difficult questions because you won't understand anything by just solving easy questions. Okay, so we have the Venn diagram here. Let us see the conclusions. The first one is saying some diagonals are polygons. Okay, polygons. Is there any mention of polygons? No, there is no polygon in here. So the conclusion one is random, and one random conclusion cannot happen. Okay. So first one is nullified. Option number 2, all diagonals are decagons. Can all diagonals be decagons? Yes, it can. But here it is given a definite conclusion that all diagonals are decagons is definitely true. But we don't know if it is definite. You might be asking how all diagonals are decagons. Let me show you. Here we have decagons. Here we have cone. Here we have cubes. Suppose diagonals comes in here. Both are existing in decagons and no diagonal is cube. Okay. This can also happen. If you draw all the possibilities, this can also happen. But the question is, conclusion is giving us definite answer that all diagonal must be decagon. So you cannot draw a definite conclusion. This can be. If the conclusion was all diagonals can be decagons, then this should be true. But it is saying definite that all diagonals are decagons. This can be, but it is not definite. You are not giving any definite condition. Okay. So by that logic, this should be false. Okay. First was nullified and the second one is also. Let us check the third one. Okay. No polygon is cone. Again, we don't have any polygon here. So again, this option is nullified. Some cubes are angles. Okay. Some cubes are angles. No cubes can be angles. It is already mentioned no diagonal is cube and all the angles come in diagonals. So no cube is, no cube can be an angle. So all the options are nullified.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, if there is written like some cubes can be angles, can we take it
No,
as
no
true?
cubes can be angles. Some cubes can be angles. Okay, okay. Look, here is angle and it is diagonal. Okay. Diagonal have no relationship with cubes. If some angle is cube, let us draw in this fashion. Here is angle, here is cube. If you are saying this statement, na, some angle is cube, but cubes are coming in diagonals. So this is not happening because the no diagonal is cube is already mentioned in the statements. Okay. When you cannot understand anything, you just draw the possibility and judge yourself. Okay. I think a section of this question has been cut out. There was some mention about polygon. So we are not reaching to any conclusion here, but I hope you have got a sense of the question, how you have to solve syllogism problems. Okay. Let us move to question number 2. Solve this first. All directors are actors. Okay. No actor is a producer. Fine. All choreographers are actors. So choreographer should be coming here.
Sir,
Sorry.
can I ask a question?
Yes, sure.
In the last question, there is no direct mention of polygons, but all cubes are polygons,
Yes.
technically.
That I told you, na, that some part of the questions has been cut out. I was
But
arranging
then,
slides. No. If there is no mention about polygon in the statements, you cannot draw any conclusion about polygons. Okay. If there is no mentions like pigeon, some pigeon are bird, but there is no mention about fishes. There is no mention about fish, and the conclusion is saying some pigeon are fish. Then this conclusion should not hold, because you need to draw conclusions only on the basis of the statements you have been given. You cannot draw random conclusions. You are not given any condition about polygons, and the conclusions at polygons, so you just cancel the possibilities. Okay. If it is
okay,
not direct, then it is not a conclusion. If it is a probability, it will be mentioned in the conclusion. Then this can be this, or some A being B is a possibility, or some A can be. But if the conclusion is saying all A is B, then it is direct. Okay, all A must be B. If the conclusion is saying all A is B, then you should mean that all A must be B. If your Venn diagram is not saying that all A must be B, then it is cancelled. I hope it is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So moving to the next question, all directors are all directors are actors. No actor is a producer. Okay. All choreographers are directors. Okay. Choreographer comes in here. So our Venn diagram is this. Conclusions are no choreographer is a producer. It is true, because all the choreographer is included in actors and no actor is a producer. So no choreographer should be a producer. So this is true. Option number 2, conclusion number 2, some actors are choreographers. Some actors are choreographers, definitely. All the choreographers are in actors, so some actors are choreographers. Also, this one is holding. Conclusion number 3, no director is a producer. Again, all of the directors come under actors and no actor is a producer, so no director is a producer. So all the 3 conclusions are valid. All the conclusions follow. So option number 4 should be the correct answer. I guess this is clear to everyone. Please mention if you have any problem.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Well, clear. Okay, you said clear. So, okay. So moving to question number 2, let me zoom it a bit. I will solve question number 3 and you have to solve question number 4 by yourself. All rugs are blankets. Okay, fine. All blankets are pillows. Okay. Some blankets are frames. Okay. You have to draw somewhere here. Some blankets are frames. So this is the common part. Okay. So we have our Venn diagram here. Let us move to conclusions. All pillows are rugs. It can be a possibility. All pillows are rugs, but it is not definite. So this conclusion is cancelled. Like, if you might be saying, how can all pillows be rugs? Like, see, all rugs are blankets. If rugs and blankets both have the same radius, like I can also do all rugs or blankets in this fashion, that rugs and blankets superimpose. Okay, here. And all blankets are pillows. Also, blanket and pillow have the same radius. Blanket and pillow also, converge into each other. So all pillows can be rugs in this case. But it can be. It is not definite. And it is saying in conclusion, all pillows are rugs. It is a definite condition. But it can be a possibility. Some pillows can be rugs is also a possibility. But if it is said that some pillows are rugs, it is true. It is true. Some pillows must be rugs. But it is saying all pillows are rugs. It is giving definite conclusion, but definite conclusion doesn't hold here. If the conclusion was said all pillows can be rugs, then it could have been true. But it is saying all pillows are rugs, so it is cancelled. Then moving to conclusion number 2, some pillows are rugs. It is true. As you can see, some pillows are rugs. You draw this possibility or this possibility. You must be knowing one thing. If some holds, like some C is D, both are superimposed. Some C is D, then all C can be D. If all C is D, then some C must be D. Okay, let me show you this way. Some C is D. C and D are the same circle. Okay, all C is D. Then some C must be D. If all holds in any conclusion, then some must hold. Okay. So like if let me show you this way. Like there are flights, then there are boats. Okay. Some flights, let us, I mean, assume that some flights can land on boat. Okay. Some flights can land on boats. Okay. So this is a common place. Boats and flights can merge. Let us say that all flights can land on water. Okay. All flights can land on water. So flights and boats can be the same circle. So if all hold, some must hold. I know that this sounds a bit tricky in an online class, but you will get to know this in the next few questions. Let us not waste any more time and move forward with the next conclusion. So here some pillows are rugs it is holding. So option number 2 is correct. All rugs are frames. All rugs are frames. Again, nothing definite is given. All rugs can be frames in this fashion. Let us see. Rugs, blankets, and pillows. Suppose some blankets or frames are given in this fashion. You draw it like this. Then all rugs can be frames, but it is not definite again. So it is again false. I hope it is clear. Only option number 2 follows. Only conclusion 2 follows.
Yes, sir.
I am discussing all the possibilities. I can only discuss this part, but you will get problem in the next question if you can't get the full essence. I mean, if you don't understand the full concept, you will have problem in the next few questions. Let us discuss two more.
I think only confusion 3 follows in this one.
In this one.
No, next one, next one.
No, okay, the next one. Anyone else has solved the questions? Let us draw the Venn diagram quickly. No bank is an office. No bank is office. All offices are stalls. All offices are stalls. Okay. No bank is a stall. Again, nothing definite is given. It can be like this. Here is bank. Here is office. And no bank is office. Nothing definite is given. So no bank is stall is not happening. Okay. This is crossed. Moving to the next conclusion. We have is no stall is a bank. Again, nothing definite is given. If office and stalls merged together, then no stall is a bank is true. But again, it is giving definite conclusion. So it should not hold. Again, this is crossed. Then some stalls are offices. Some stalls are offices. This is definitely true. Some stalls are offices, as you can see in the Venn diagram. So option number, conclusion number 3 is true. All stalls are offices. All stalls are offices. Again, it can be true, but it is again given definite, so it is false. So only option number 3 is true. You're saying option number 3, only option 3, no?
Yes, only option 3 is true.
Okay, okay, you are correct. Great. Then you are understanding things. I guess question number 6 would be our last question of discussion for today. You'll be given a lot more syllogism questions. Try to solve them by yourselves. I know you'll be having problems, and we'll discuss the problems in the next class. It is already 6:05 p.m., so we are getting late. Okay, the last question of the session. All dancers are talented. Some girls are dancers. Okay, here. Conclusion is saying some girls are talented. The girls that is included in dancers are already talented. So it is true. All talented are girls. It can be true, but it is given definite condition. So it is false. The conclusion 3 is saying all girls are talented. Or again, it can be true if we draw in this fashion. If we draw in this fashion, here is dancers and here is girls. All is included in talented. Then this can be true, but again, it is giving definite conclusion that all girls must be talented. So it is false. Only conclusion on follows. Where is the option? Option number 3. Okay.
Option 3 is correct.
Okay, so we have reached officially to the last question of today's session. If you have any problem in any of the questions we have discussed throughout the class, then you can mention now. Shomava sir, are you online? I guess.
Yes, sir. So I would request everyone to present their doubts and queries because the class today's session is at its end. So if anyone has any query that they would like to ask the Dipanjan sir, please go forward and either unmute yourself or drop them down in the chat box.
Yes, you all can unmute yourselves. Just don't make a chaos. Don't start to speak everyone at once. I guess no one has a doubt, so we can officially end the class here. Again, as I have told, I'll be sharing you the PDF of today's class to Shomobo sir, and he'll be forwarding the PDF to you. And probably the next session will be on Tuesday evening. So you guys are requested to join the next session. We'll probably be completing the whole reasoning session in the next class. I guess that's it for today. Have a good night.
Sir, this is
Good
my
afternoon.
first class today, so I wanted to know if there has been things that have been discussed in previous classes that I have missed.
Yes,
No, this
Aisha, about that. Actually, these sessions have been continuing from sometime in February. I have been myself conducting paper two, and I have asked several few people to talk about their areas of expertise. This is specifically directed for students who are preparing for UGC NET and also for students who are preparing for masters entrance exams, the stuff that entrance exams that have. So since this is your first class, we are now focusing on paper one. And since Dipanjan sir's area of expertise is mathematical reasoning, logical reasoning, and stuff, the sort of stuff that happen in competitive exams. So he has kindly agreed that he will be helping us, guiding us through the procedure of paper one, mathematical reasoning, logical reasoning, and data interpretation. So before the whatever has happened previously, every bit of that has been uploaded in my YouTube channel, and this session will also be uploaded to my YouTube channel. I have shared the link, and I will share the link again for the new people who have joined the group. So don't worry about it. If and nevertheless, if you still have any doubt, please let me know. I will be more than happy to answer your queries. Does that answer your question, Aisha?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aisha. Yes, to Dipanjan sir.
Okay, then. Goodbye, everyone. I hope I'll be seeing most of you in the next class. And again, as I have told, it will be on Tuesday evening. The time will be notified to you by Shomava sir. So I'm officially ending the session as of
Thank
now.
you, Dipanjan sir. Before we end, I would like to say a note of thanks to you because you are spending your valuable time and effort to the students. Thank you very much for that. And as you mentioned, the next class will be on Tuesday, and students will be notified earlier about the time. So thank you very much. Thank you, Dipanjan sir, for attending for conducting these sessions.
Okay. Good night, everyone, and have a great day.
Mm, okay. Thanks. Bye bye.